Blendon Township was up in arms following the police shooting of a 21-year-old mother of two who was expecting a third.
Then get out. No, then get out.
Yeah, car.
What began as a shoplifting allegation turned into a national conversation about race, police use of force, and the value of black lives. This is more than just a story about a police shooting. It's about a life lost, a family grieving, and a system under fire.
Shots fired, we need medic.
In this video, we take a closer look at who Takia was, what happened on August 24th, 2023, and the wave of outrage, grief, and calls for justice that followed. 21-year-old Takia Young was described by her family as a shining light who loved her kids to pieces. She was the proud mother of two little boys, 6-year-old Jacoby and 3-year-old Jakenley, and had celebrated her 21st birthday on August 1st, 2023 by taking them to the Ohio State Fair. The day was full of fun and laughter, but she wasn't as excited for her birthday as she was about her due date in November. Takia was 6 months pregnant and awaiting the arrival of a baby girl. According to her grandmother, it was going to be her mini-me. That was going to be her heart. She was so excited. Takia was known around Blendon Township, Ohio for her vibrant personality, her ambition, and her warm smile. But for her, being a mother always came first, and despite being young, her devotion to her children was evident in her daily life. Her aspirations centered around providing a better life for them, and the first step came when she was recently approved for public housing. Once in her new home, she planned on studying to become a social worker. Things were looking up in Takia's life, and her future seemed brighter than ever. A few weeks after her birthday, on August 24th, 2023, she paid a visit to the Kroger grocery store on South Sunbury Road. She was supposed to be making a routine grocery run, but unfortunately on this day, she was caught on camera making a young and dumb mistake, stealing a few bottles from the liquor section. While Takia made her way to her Lexus, Kroger employees hailed down a nearby police officer. After giving him a quick rundown of the situation, the officer made his way to Takia's car and caught her before she could take off.
Attend to 29, 3705 Managua, 3705.
What's that?
Female is hallucinating. Sledgeville, ask for attend.
Hey, stop. Hey, out of the car. Out of the car.
Out of the car. Out of the car.
From the beginning, the officers start the encounter with a more serious and aggressive tone and almost immediately try to break her window. Their words and actions were less formal and polite than other officers might have been. While their conduct doesn't violate any policy, it might have helped to mitigate the situation if they'd approached with a more patient and understanding demeanor. On the other hand, some could say their demeanor was justified as Takia was behind the wheel of a car which could be used as a weapon, and it seemed she'd already made up her mind that she wasn't getting out. But it wasn't their actions here that caused the community to stir. It's what happened next that became a point of contention.
Out of the car.
What?
Out of the car.
What?
They said you stole stuff, do not leave. Get out of the car.
The other person
Then
said-
get out.
No,
No, then get out.
Then get out. No, then get out.
Get out of the car.
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 Shots fired. Stop the goddamn car. Stop the goddamn car.
We're going to have 44 on 73 Clinton Route. He's going to be at
There it is.
5991 Seminary Road.
Okay, get her out. Her foot's on the gas still. Foot's on the gas. Good boy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey. Handcuffs. There you go. You got medics. Need a chest seal if you can get one.
Sunbury Road, they had an officer come on, said shots fired, asking for assistance.
Shots fired, we need medics. Where is it?
I got the medics now.
Right here. Right there. Notify 270. Notify 270.
21 down, do you get out?
You good? Okay. Joe, thank you.
Taikia was shot once in the chest as she attempted to flee from the officers. The one who shot her claimed that she was going to run him over. When the footage is replayed,
No, then get out. Get out of the car.
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 it does appear that she bumps the officer with the car. While one could say that the officer was acting in self-defense, another could say that Taikia was acting out of fear of the officer's gun. Depending on what angle you look at it, the shooting can be seen in two different lights, the main reason it falls in such a gray area.
What's that? So we're just unlocking this old lady's car, and manager came running out. The lady next to us went running, diving in this car. Manager comes running out and goes, officer, she just stole stuff. What's that?
Description on the shooter.
The shooter is us. It's my partner.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That wasn't clear.
Yep, gotcha. Yeah, officer involved.
He left, he refused to stay and everything.
She talked to you, Mulvey?
We were trying to get to her. She didn't want to stay. She wanted to ride.
Yep. Okay. All right. If you're able to get, Scotty has her up. If you're able to just grab like a makeshift crime scene log and start jotting down names for me, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
We're
Whatever I can do to help, man.
right now. Thank you, though.
You talking about your one
Anybody help me out here. So if we could extend this scene back to that other stop sign, the shot was fired probably somewhere in here. If we could try to find a shell casing. So yeah, just extend it out to this stop sign. So she was parked like in this handicap spot.
Any car out there at the cover, do you guys need a second medic?
Negative, just one. Yep. Let's just go to this pole, to like that stop sign or whatever, and then over to one of these. That's my shell casing.
Taikia was transported to St. Anne's Hospital, where she later passed away from her injury. Doctors were unable to save her unborn child. Both officers were placed on administrative leave, as is standard protocol during a use-of-force investigation. Because the shooting officer was nearly run over, the officers involved initially were deemed victims of assault. As a result, their identities were initially withheld in accordance with Marsy's law. This caused an uproar throughout Ohio and caught the attention of national news. Her case seemed to echo a pattern many have observed in high-profile police cases involving the killing of black civilians. Critics questioned why lethal force was used so quickly in a non-violent situation. Taikia's family, civil rights leaders, and community members demanded accountability and reform, leading to protests, vigils, and calls for justice. Her grandmother, Nadine Young, has been especially vocal about the case and immediately hired a lawyer to initiate legal proceedings against the officer responsible. Soon, the Ohio Bureau of Investigation stepped in to investigate the shooting. After reviewing the case themselves, they determined that Taikia and her child were the victims rather than the officers. With that conclusion, the officer who fired his gun could no longer be protected under Marsy's law. He was later on identified as 29-year-old Connor Grubb. A key part of the investigation was Blendon Township's Use of Force Policy Section 300.4, which states that use of deadly force is justified in the following circumstances involving imminent threat or imminent risk. A. An officer may use deadly force to protect him, herself, or others from what he/she reasonably believes is an imminent threat of death or serious bodily injury. B. An officer may use deadly force to stop a fleeing subject when the officer has probable cause to believe that the individual has committed or intends to commit a felony involving the infliction or threatened infliction of serious bodily injury or death, and the officer reasonably believes that there is an imminent risk of serious bodily injury or death to any other person if the individual is not immediately apprehended. Under such circumstances, a verbal warning should precede the use of deadly force, where feasible. According to point A, the officer was within his right to use deadly force as he genuinely thought he was in danger of being run over. However, the biggest fact fighting against Officer Grubb is the part of their use of force policy that mandates officers to avoid shooting at moving vehicles, except when there's no other reasonable way to prevent an imminent death, or when deadly force is directed at the officers or others. Instead, officers are advised to take reasonable steps to move out of the vehicle's path instead. Given Officer Grubb's failure to adhere to department policy, he was charged with Ty Kia's murder on August 13, 2024. After being notified of the warrant for his arrest, he turned himself in the same day. Because of Officer Grubb's lack of a criminal record and history of serving his community, his bond was set relatively low at $250,000. He was also required to surrender his passport and travel documents, and prohibited from possessing or carrying a firearm. He was indicted by grand jury on 4 counts of murder, 4 counts of felonious assault, and 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter. The day after his arrest, he pleaded not guilty to the charges. He also maintains that he did not know she was pregnant when he shot her. His partner, who did not fire his gun, has since returned to duty. The department has also decided not to discipline Officer Grubbs. As of now, his trial is set to begin on July 14, 2025, at which time a court will determine if there was malicious or criminal intent behind the shooting. Until then, he is awaiting trial at home on paid leave.